Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsjuice.com, and today we are going to tell you some of the good things as well as the bad things of the newly launched Micromax U Yuphoria phone, which has been launched today. We have got the phone with us and we have find out some of the very good things on this phone. We have done the unboxing already. We have also done the hands-on review. So in this video we are going to tell you all those good things which are coming up on this one as far as the value for money is concerned, and there are some missing things as well. Especially this is a budget Android phone from Yuphoria, and they have done some compromises as well. So we are going to tell you everything related to this phone in this video. Let's start with the good points first of all. Now before I tell you the good points of the new Yuphoria phone which we have with us, let me just show you the package contents once again. So we have already done the unboxing, but the package contents are there in front of you as of now. That means you have a screen guard with a cleaning cloth and tool to actually apply the screen guard. You also have a special feature guide which tells you how you can actually use the feature-rich dialer features, and how you can actually block calls, especially in case they are spam calls you're getting. So this is related to True Dialer, which we have on this one, and we also have these headphones which are coming within the package. These are again good quality plastic headphones which you have, and again they look a lot like AirPods, and the overall sound quality from these is good as well. Again, not too great but good enough. You do have a button over there to pick the call, but there are no volume controls, and you also get a charger which is a fast charger which is 1.5 ampere in terms of the output current. So it will charge your Yuphoria faster, should be less than 2 hours in terms of the overall charging time, and we will confirm that. We also have a micro USB cable for data syncing and charging which comes within the package, and here we have the Yuphoria, which is the main device. And again, this device looks good, performs good as well. In our initial testing, I have not noticed any kind of lag on this phone, which is definitely a good thing. Let's take a deeper look over this device in terms of the good points it has. Now the first good point of the Yuphoria is the good build quality. They have given metal on the edges, and the overall look and feel of the phone is quite premium. We have plastic at the back which again makes sure that the battery is removable, and you also have SIM card slot over there once you remove the back cover. So once you remove the back cover, you can see that we have two SIM card slot where you can actually insert a micro SIM in both of them, and you also have a SD card slot so that you can expand the storage. We have a battery which is 2230 milliampere hour battery which we have inside. So in terms of the overall design and the compatibility and scalability as well, it has a micro SD card slot with which you can expand the storage, and you can also move applications from the phone memory to the SD card. So the micro SD card does make sense. Even when it has 16 GB of internal storage, you can actually move applications from the phone memory to the SD card, and I can show you that. Let me just go into settings and take a look over the application which we have, and I will try to move application from the phone memory to the SD card. So let's take a look over the Antutu benchmark, which is approximately 50 MB, and you do have the option of moving this to the SD card, and this is how you can actually do that. Another good thing on the Yuphoria is that the overall color production, especially on the Yuphoria display, is slightly better as compared to Yuphoria. Yuphoria again has decent color production, but in terms of the overall wing angles and the overall colors, they are looking better on the Yuphoria as compared to what you see on Yuphoria. On Ninamark, we have got a score of 52.3 FPS, which means that you can actually use this device for high definition gaming as well, and you can play high definition games on this device, and we will show you that. Let's take a look over the hardware information, and here we have the system information. The model number of this device is YU5010, and as you can see, it has got a 64-bit processor inside, Snapdragon 410, MSM 8916, and it is a quad-core CPU. Let's take a look over the display, and the display resolution is 720x1184, because some part of the display resolution is actually affected by these touch capacitive buttons, but they will give you a full screen experience because they automatically hide themselves in case you are playing a game or watching a video. You do have Adreno 306 GPU, which is also pretty good in terms of gaming, and here we have the sensors, which includes the light sensor. You also have magnetic field sensor as well on this device. Gyroscope sensor is there, accelerometer, proximity, magnetic field sensor another is there, and again you do have orientation, rotation vector, gravity and linear acceleration sensor. So in terms of sensors, it does have the kind of sensor you would need on a phone which is 7,000 rupees on the price. Now let's take a look over the audio video playback quality, and we will also find out how good the viewing angles are, especially when you play a high definition video, and we are playing it from our YouTube video channel. So the YouTube video is getting played, and this is a high definition video. Let me see at what resolution it is getting played. So it is getting played at 360p. Let me just turn on 720p. So now the video is getting played at 720p, as you can see, and once I hold it like this, the sound will get amplified. We will just find out the overall volume of sound which comes out from the loudspeaker, which is at the back side of this phone, which is again not a very good design, but it does not get muffled completely when you place it on a table with a flat surface, which is a good thing, I would say. And it is pretty loud in terms of the overall volume of sound you can actually expect from this phone. So I would say it is pretty loud for a device like this. And in terms of viewing angles, if you take a look over the viewing angles of this video, you can see the display from this angle as well as from this angle. However, there is slight amount of color fading which is happening, but the display is visible from these wide angles, which is definitely a good thing. On Antutu, we have got a score of 22108, which is also a very impressive score, I would say. And this device, in terms of day-to-day usage and performance, is good enough. The overall UI is pretty fluid. I do not notice any lag, and thanks to the 2GB of RAM which we have on this one, which again makes sure that the device is responsive most of the time and it is functioning smoothly. Let me just take a look over the current RAM scenario. As of now, we do have some application running in the background. So let me just take a look over the current status of the RAM. Out of 2GB, approximately 1.2GB RAM is free, which is making this device responsive. And let me just take a look over the storage again, and we will tell you the storage information over here as well. I have to go back. Over here we have storage. Yeah, here we have the storage, and on the storage front we have got 10.19 GB available as of now, because we have installed a couple of applications. Approximately 10 GB or slightly more than that is going to be available on this 16 GB storage phone. And again, you do have support for SD card, and applications can also be installed on SD card, which will again give you more space on your internal storage once you start using that feature. Let me just take a look over the tethering options. So you do have support for tethering as well. You just need to go into more, and you can see that we have support for tethering, and you can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot, and you do have support for USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported. Now let me take a look over the camera performance, and we will take a selfie right now in this low light situation. And let me just take the selfie without these light as well, so that I can show you the actual clarity of any selfie which you will take in low light or in artificial light. And let me just test the rear camera as well on this device. So we have an action figure over there. Let me just take a photo of this Superman. Again, you have to be very stable in order to take a very good photo. Let me just disable the flash. So you need to be stable on the device front, unless the photo will have some blurring, and you can only get rid of that once you hold the device stable on Yuphoria. Okay, we have taken all these photos. Let me just show you all of these photos one by one. So this is the photo which we have just taken without light. As you can see, this photo is looking good in terms of colors, in terms of details. It is not that impressive, but the other one which has lights on, this is looking better in terms of details. In terms of colors, it is also looking good, and you can compare it with the original subject over there. When it comes to the other photo which we have taken, this is the one which we have taken with flash. So it is good, I would say, not bad, but it is not very bright, and it has a yellow tone to it. And this is the front camera selfie without light. So this is without artificial light. I would say still it is performing pretty good. As far as the front camera is concerned, the 5 megapixel front camera is doing a pretty good job. And then you have the other photo. This has been taken with light, and this is looking good as well. This is looking slightly better. So in light you will have better photo as far as front camera is concerned. Let me just take a look over the other photo which we have taken. This is another photo of our office, and it is again looking good in terms of colors. Some more good things on this device is that they have also added FM radio file manager as well as a default application, so you don't have to install anything for these things. Especially for a file manager, you don't need an extra application. All these things are there. The UI is fluid, and it is again Android Lollipop 5.0.2, and I can show you the exact version of that as well. So once we go into about phone, we will be able to find out the version of Android as well as the Cyanogen OS which we have. So we have Cyanogen OS 12.0, and the version of Android is 5.0.2. Another good point of the Yuphoria is that they have also added a audio effects application which is actually an equalizer. So you can actually have the equalizer on this device which you can configure as per your usage. You can give a blast boost. You can also have a surround sound experience as well on this device by using this equalizer. Another good thing on the Yuphoria is that you do have option to enable double tap to wake up as well as double tap to sleep, and you can configure these two options separately as well. We have already configured them. So in case you do a double tap, it should wake up the device like this, and you can also make it go to sleep by doing a double tap on the empty screen. So we have to unlock the device for that. Let me just take a look whether it is enabled or not. So we will go into settings, and the settings you will see display and lights, and over here you have double tap to wake up and double tap to sleep. So double tap to sleep actually works when you tap on the status bar, it will turn off the display, and double tap to wake up actually work when you turn on the display by tapping on the screen, on the empty screen, and double tap to sleep work when you double tap on the status bar. So let me just make this device go to sleep. This is how you can make it go to sleep, and this is how you can actually make it. Yeah, it does take some time, but it does respond to that. So you can wake up the device like this and make it go to sleep by double tapping on the status bar. One more good option which is there on this device is the left-handed mode, in which you can actually make sure that these navigation buttons are there on the left when you are using the device in the landscape mode. So once you tap over here, and if you hold the device like this, the navigation buttons will be there on the left hand side, so you can actually access them easily without tapping it here. This is again good for people who are left-handers. Now let's talk about some of the bad points or not so good points of the Yuphoria, which is the first is related to OTG. So OTG is not supported on this phone, and we have tried connecting several other flash drive as well apart from this one, and OTG is not supported. Whenever you connect a flash drive like this, either directly or with the help of a cable, it will not get detected, and you won't see the flash drive accessible on the device. And I can show you that by going to settings under storage. There is no other storage which has been detected. Let me just confirm that. And over here we have storage. So as you can see, the flash drive is not detected. We do have an 8 GB memory card, SD card inside, but flash drive itself is not detected on this phone. So OTG is not supported. Another thing which they have not included is that there are no physical touch buttons. So on the Eureka, which we have seen earlier, you have the option of moving these touch capacitive buttons either within the display, or you can actually use it on the body of the phone as well. But on this one, you do not have this feature. So there are no physical touch buttons, or there are no capacitive buttons. In case you would like to move them to the bezel, you cannot do that on this one. Again, when it comes to some more things which they have kind of a compromise on this phone, it is related to some of the features related to the LED notification light. So when we take a look over the display and light scenario, I do not see any option of LED notification light. So Some more compromises which they have done on this phone is that they have not added the LED notification light, which is a very basic thing, but it is not there, I suppose, because I could not locate any option to configure that. And even when I connected this device to charging, I do not see any LED notification light. We will confirm that once again. If you, in case you find something like that, please let us know. I am not able to find LED notification light to be active on this device, even if it is there. When it comes to some of the features, you do have wireless display supported on this device, which is a good thing, but they have also removed some other options like controlling the overall color temperature of the display, which is there on the Eureka, but it is not there on Yuphoria. So these were all the good features as well as the not so good features of the Yuphoria. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.